Welcome back to this special Juneteenth edition of Houston Life. About 40 miles southwest of Houston lies the small town of Kendleton in Fort Bend County. The last census count shows a population of 343 people.
In an effort to help create a brighter future and to fight food insecurity, the nonprofit Lucille's 1913 is cultivating a garden that represents an important part of African American history.
We're at Bates Island Farm in Kendleton, Texas, Fort Bend County. This land was taken with Reconstruction by newly emancipated people, and this was all of Kendleton was known for its farming practices. They had some of the best in the state, known specifically for watermelons. It's also home to like the first African American postmaster general was from Kendleton and buried over there near the river. So it's a lot of rich history, and a lot of the founding families, descendants still live here. Very few communities that are left anywhere. I can say they've actually been here since the establishment of this community and have like a true blood connection to the genesis of this space. Kendleton is, this is not a place of poverty. Like, these people are comfortable and they've owned their land for generations, like literally, but they're still 15 miles away from any fresh food sources, which makes it 30-mile commute to go get anything fresh. And thankfully, with the vision of the county judge's office, the Fort Bend County Parks Department, and the commissioner's office, they gave us the opportunity to grow specifically for the residents of Kendleton and let this be an asset to them as it was back in the day. When the Fort Bend County judge's office first introduced me to former Mayor Humphrey, Darrell Humphrey, he is a direct descendant of one of the founding fathers of this community, which was established, I believe, in like 1886, right, with Reconstruction. And then doing more research before we came out here and started to do the work, I found out that a part of my family, not blood relatives, but family, deep family, the Altons were a part of the founding fathers of this community as well. So it's a huge honor, like, to be involved in this, what I consider to be sacred ground as a Texan, as an African American. The purpose of the garden is several things. One, it's meant to be an asset to the community. We want this to be a place to where, much like with our nonprofit, or with the work that we were doing with 1913, when we started out delivering meals and cooking for people's palates, and that's how we were like uniquely positioned to hit people with dignity as opposed to just giving them exactly what they need, which is starch, protein, and vegetables. We're able to give you that, plus flavor, plus nutrition, and real consideration of you. Like, that's what made us unique. So we've taken that exact same approach to farming. We're not growing things that this community doesn't treasure or know about. We don't waste space, we don't waste time with it. So this is truly an asset for Kendleton and ultimately supported by Kendleton. The project that we're working on right now is that we're creating a compost agricultural exchange program, to where we get the residents of Kendleton to compost. We go by and we pick up the compost once a week. We bring it on site to the farm and we compost through this piece of equipment. So their waste becomes our compost, which becomes a fertilizer for this farm, which serves them. So then what that means is they get to reap the benefits of their waste. It's cyclical, and it'll be the first community that I know of in Texas that's collectively reducing their carbon footprint while also eating hyperlocal food. We hope that it has an impact on the residents, because that's who we built it for. The majority of the residents in Kendleton proper, and I think it's like around 387, are 65 plus. So they're used to homegrown, fresh, good food that's grown by their own family, specifically for their own taste. So this is essentially bringing that back. When our gates are open, when the team's out here working, they come and they take, but they're pretty involved. These beds here are the ones that are built by the community members in one church, and we see Miss Patterson over there working on her piece. On the far right, next to the road, is where we have wildflower seeds in, because we need to have pollinators at all times. That's why we also have the sunflower seeds. The next two patches, and it's the green in the center, those are habaneros, and we actually use the habaneros in an interesting way, to where we grind them up, and that acts as like a pesticide. Then we have okra, we have eggplant, we have red bell peppers, green bell peppers, banana peppers, and then on that trellis there, we have 4 different types of tomatoes growing. but mostly grape tomatoes. Over in this quadrant is our watermelon patch. We're also, and this is a cool thing that I'm really excited about, is that we had the idea to insert roads that run through the farm to have different access points. And so each road is going to be named after one of the founding families. So there'll be like Humphrey Way and Alton Drive, just to make it more like immersive history. And behind us over here, this will be our Black Eyed Pea patch. So some other programs that we have outside of the farms are that we are the lone food provider for Bezos Day One Academies, which are in low-income areas, and there are currently 4 locations around Houston in Magnolia, Denver Harbor, North Shore, and Sunnyside. And then we also feed all those beautiful babies over to Monty's school, and that's like 450 kids, and it goes from pre-K to 8th grade, and Amani's like a HBCU for babies, so as much information they're putting in their heads, we want to try to match that with nutrition in their little bodies. The way that we help support the initiative of this farm, because this is nonprofit work, is that late August purchases vegetables from here when we have an abundance, and Chef Sergio is in task with showcase them in the best way. You're not frying it. You're gonna let that vegetable, which is hyper-local, completely organic, 100% organic, speak for itself. It's only a restaurant that we allow to buy anything from this farm. Great-grandmommy Lucille inspires everything that we do, from the first restaurant, Lucille's, and to our family's approach to service today. Her approach was all about, how can I better serve my community? That was it. That's where everything started. And I can genuinely say it's the same for us, is how can we serve our community with what we've been blessed with. I think if my great-grandmother could see what we're doing, she told me to do better. She told me to clean this up, and we need more peas. And I think the ancestors of this space, who were, again, renowned watermelon farmers, would tell me that I need to do better with those melons. That's what I think.
Wow, who knew? It is just down the road. What a beautiful garden.
Really, really lovely, and great things that they're doing as well.
Yeah, well, up next, Mel Camp is following the fresh produce from Lucille's 1913 garden to the table. She is at the restaurant Late August in Midtown. What's up, Mel?
From Kendleton to the Ion, we are taking a look at how Late August is using some of the produce at Lucille's 1913 community garden to inspire some dishes that are a nod to history.